Hey family, welcome to So Easy with Shelby and Gabbie. I'm your host, Kate Stewart, and my mission is to show you funny, easy designs that you can do from home. So grab some fabric and get you some scissors and let's get started. Today's project is going to be a viewer's choice, and it's a really cute top which also can be worn as a dress. And what better way to start this journey than to give the viewers exactly what they want? So make sure you hit the subscribe button at the bottom and come back weekly and looking for different videos. Also, make sure you hit the link for the Facebook page, and that way you can send me in your viewer's choice. And I'm not going to guarantee that I'm going to get to all of them, but I will try my best. So let's begin. Okay, and we're going to cut. Now, one thing that you have to make sure is you get your tape measure, and you want to measure from your shoulder to the longest point where you want your top to hang. And I've already measured mine, and mine is 39 inches, which is the longest knot from the shoulder. So I'm going to hit it here from the shoulder blade, and I'm going to go down 39. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a pin, and I'm going to stick a pin here so I know that this is where I need to stop. And we'll also do it on the other side. So you want to take it from your shoulder, and you want to make it go down to your 39, and we're going to stick a pin in it. Like I said, and that way we know where we need to stop. In the middle, it's going to be 31 for me, but we're going to do that after we've gotten it cut out. So let's start with the cutting process. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to start up here on the shoulders. Like I said, you want to make sure that you give yourself at least 5/8 of an inch seam allowance. So when you're sewing, I'm going to do mine a little shorter than that because I'm going to use a serger and it's going to finish mine off. But if you don't have a serger, just make sure you do about 5/8, and that way you can fold it over twice so that you can get a good hem to it. Okay. I'm going to cut this here and do the sleeve. And then we're going to go around, like I said, and give yourself enough seam allowance. We're going to do the arms. And then here, like I said, you can use your tape measure as you want. You want to make sure, like I said, mine is going to go to 39. And I'm going to use my tape measure also as a guide. Okay, so now that we have this side cut, we're going to go to the next side. And again, you want to take your tape measure, and you go from the shoulder of the t-shirt. And you want to make sure, like if my pin is there, so I know 39 is there. And I'm going to start cutting on this side. Remember, make sure you give yourself enough seam allowance to finish your project off when you do it. Again, I'm doing mine a little shorter because I'm using a serger, which is going to finish off my edges. But you want to make sure if you don't have a serger, to give yourself more room. Cut down. Going all the way down to where I put my needle. And as you can see, that part is cut. Throw this on the floor, strap. And this side is cut. And then we're going to go straight across. So I'm going to move this pin. Next thing you want to do is, now that we have this cut off, next thing we're going to do is you're going to take your pins and you're going to pin this shirt, and you're going to pin it all the way up down the sides, because this is what you're going to sew. You're going to sew from here to here, and you're going to sew from here to here down at the bottom. And we're also going to do the top shoulders. So we're going to take our pins, and you want to pin it down. And again, you want to pin the sides up till you get to the arm Okay, and we're going to pin this side as well. And make sure you pin from the armpit down to the end of the top. Make sure you got your shoulders. Now I'm going to take this over to my machine and I'm going to sew it and I'll come back. See you. Okay, I'm back and I've already sewn down the sides here and down this side. And I've also done the shoulders. So now what you have is pretty much like a little dress. See? It's really cute. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to fold this in half. You're going to take your two sewn edges and we're going to put them together just like this. And you want to make sure it's nice and flat because what we're going to do is the top has 4 points, so we got to make those 4 points. So we're going to make sure that this is nice and flat. We don't want any ripples in our fabric because if we do, that's going to mess up your hose. So I'm just going to shake it down like that. That would have been bad. Okay. So now that we have that nice and flat like I want it, I'm going to take my tape measure again because what I did was when I measured how long I wanted on the sides, I also measured how long I wanted from my neck down to the middle part where there's 4 points on this top. There's one on each side in the front and one on each side in the back. So you want to make sure that you have that point in the middle. Mine was about 31, but now that I have it, I think I may do a little longer, a little shorter. So I'm actually going to do mine to 30 inches in the front. So what you're going to do is you're going to take a pin and you're going to pin it right here where it says 30 or wherever your measurement is. But mine is 30, so I'm going to pin mine right there. And on the back side, because the sides have a little longer, I'm going to take it from that mark where I did 30, and I'm just going to do a diagonal crossover to the end over here on this side. And that's where I'm going to have my sides flattened. So for me, it's right here. Okay, the first thing we're going to do is going to take your scissors. Now that this fabric is folded up in the middle, you're going to take your scissors, and I'm just kind of eyeballing this, but you're going to make this, you're going to take a cut, and you're going to slant it up diagonal to that needle where I marked it. And you want to go right to the needle. You're going to go underneath of it. You're going to do that, and we're also going to do it for this side, because that's going to give us the 4 points that we want. So you're going to make this diagonal, and you're going to go up to where the needle is, and you're going to cut it off. Cut it off that way. Now, as you can see, just like on the top, we now have our 4 points that we need. So what you're going to do to finish this off is you're going to take it back to your machine, and you're going to fold this over. If you don't have a serger, you're going to fold it over twice like this, and you can put your pins in it. Pin it. But you're going to do that for all 4 of these sides. And when you get up here in the middle, you're just going to do that. Pin it. You're going to do that for the front and the back on both sides so that you get a nice finished edge for your top. You can pin it. And you want to do it for the sides as well. Don't forget your sides as well. Fold it over twice so you get a nice finished edge. Pin it. And you're also going to finish off your neck hole and your arm holes. So you want to, again, you want to fold this down twice. You're going to take your sewing machine, you're going to sew it. And you're also going to do it for your arm holes. I'm going to do that, and then I'll come back and show you the finished product. Thanks. Hey family, I'm back, and as you can see, I finished the top. And as you see, I've done the arm holes, so they're nice and finished, and I've also done the neckline. And I have the bottom, so we have our 4 points on the top. And in a few minutes, I'm going to come back and show you how I styled this. Thanks. Hope you had a good time.